Hi, it's Mick again. Just finished a Vivaro long wheelbase 2 litre turbo diesel cdti, 2013 plate, done 104,000 miles. Extremely nice condition van, to be honest with you. Very good service history. It's MOT till November with no advisories, but when it's sold it will have a full year's MOT put on it and everything. Put a lot of time and effort into this one and spent a lot of money on it, to be honest with you, and a lot of time finding the right van, because nice vans are hard to find. I'll just explain what I've done on the outside first of all. There's a 200 watt solar panel on, it's totally off grid. I'll explain all the electrics further on in the video. There's 18-inch alloys on it which have been totally refurbished with locking wheel nuts. There's graphics been fitted onto the side, as you can see. It's also got full chrome side steps fitted to the side. It's had chrome covers on all the handles and chrome mirror cover and chrome indicator cover. It's also got wind deflectors on the two front passenger and driver's doors, obviously at the side. Now going around the front, best I can, the headlamps have all been refurbished. At the bottom there is a front chrome nudge bar, and I fitted 2 LED spotlights on the bottom. I wouldn't advise putting them on when you're driving. And basically it's had the 2 stripes fitted on the bonnet, like I said, a new number plate surround fitted. Going up at the top, it's had a full windscreen. Don't know exactly what these are called, like wind deflector for the windscreen, with a really huge LED light strip fitted onto the top as well. Going around the other side, I'm a bit tight for space, so it's going to be a bit close I think, but just go round now. Identical on the other side, obviously it's got both sliding doors, alloys done again on that side, graphics on, handles, wind deflectors, everything the same as the other side, apart from we've got a 240 volt electric hook up black socket on the back left hand side, just near the wheel on there. And I'm going to go round to the back. Oh, sorry, I didn't mention I've fitted 2 side windows, one on passenger side, one on driver's side, and they've both got opening windows as well. I'll show you them back in a minute. Right, the back of the van, there's a graphic on the left hand side, and I fitted a window to the driver's side rear. I didn't fit 2 windows because it's got a really good security lock in it with 3 keys, and I didn't want to cut that out because it's a really expensive lock and it would be good for safety. Also fitted chrome handle again, new number plates around again. Don't know what you call them, rear nudge bar, rear bull bar at the back fitted. Going round, and just to show you the windows, which I didn't mention. Both sides have got the same windows in the side there with the openings. They both got slider openings in both sides of them. Right, I'll keep filming it in little sections and then edit it all together. I'm going to go in the cab in a minute. I'll speak to you soon. Okay, we'll just go into the front of the cab. As I said, it's exceptional condition. I mean, I spend a lot of time valeting the van, but it's lovely. It's got really nice seats in the black leatherette with the diamond red stitching, sportive motif sewn into the headrest there, embroidered in. It's got a Kenwood touchscreen media system, which has got everything on it, all pairs to your Miracast to your phone. So you've got sat-nav, Bluetooth, all your music, Netflix, hands-free calls, everything basically into there. Oh, I didn't mention it is a manual, obviously, not an automatic, this one. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, round the back of the van, everything's been done inside in 4-way stretch carpet. You can see that on the back doors as well. You've got little compartments for storage, and one on each side of each door. Let's go around to that one. There's 2 remotes in that one that are for 2 LED light strips that work off remote, that can be used on one colour or flashing, and lots of other things. There's one at the top there on that locker and one at the bottom going all the way down the front. You've got the rock and roll bed with plenty of storage underneath. Just open it up. So you've got full storage all underneath that rock and roll bed. I'll explain about the bench that I've done further on in the video. Right, sorry about this, I'm on my own. You've got your full top locker there, plenty of room for storage in there, all your electrics underneath. It's always the same as what I normally do. It's a DC 50 to DC 50 amp Renogy unit with MPPT for solar. What that does is charges your van when driving from your alternator. It also charges your van from solar, sorry, your leisure battery from solar. And if you're on a campsite and you've got your engine turned off, the solar will, if your leisure battery's full, it will divert to your starter battery. So no flat batteries, it charges everything. Hold on to high quality. You've got 2 bus bars, all the correct cables, everything neat. You can't see in there at the moment. There's 2 60 amp ANL fuses. There's a fuse box. There's 2 cut-off switches as well, which is what I always do, which is one to cut off your actual solar if it's in storage or or anything like that, or you're working on it, and one to cut off your complete 12-volt system. So everything can, if it's stored away and everything can be isolated. Okay, thank you very much. I shall just stop the video a moment and then carry on with a bit more later on. Okay, going around this side, this is a driver's side. Basically, you've got a 50-litre cooler or fridge, which also can be act as a warmer. It can keep food warm as well. You've got your full gas locker inside with your regulator and everything like that for safety. It's a sealed gas locker, so if any gas escapes, it won't escape into the van. Your 2 12-litre water bottles, one for wastewater and one for fresh water. You've got a black glass 2-burner hob, which I like to fit like this so you can actually cook from inside the van or outside the van of the side door, which I've just opened on the driver's side. Black sink with foldable tap and everything there. You've also got, I'll just pull it up, I know it's going to be a bit messy, right. You can't see from the back here, but I'll show you in a bit. There's 3 sockets in there for for both, I'll explain. 3 sockets and 2 USBs. Now what that is, when you're on hookup, you can plug that into a socket I'll show you underneath, and you've got all those sockets for 240 on campsite, but you've also got a 3000 watt inverter. So if you're off grid, you just plug it into the inverter socket and everything works just the same, but off the leisure battery system with the inverter. You've got a CO or carbon monoxide and smoke alarm 2-in-1 all together. A 5-panel switch there. I've not actually put the stickers on yet, which I'm going to do. You've got one for the powering up the socket for the fridge on 12 volt, because your fridge works on 240 or 12 depending on whether you're off grid or on campsite. You've got one switch to turn on the lights in the roof, one switch to turn on one of the LED light flashing strips, and another one to turn on the other LED flashing strips, so you don't have to have them both on or any of them on. And you've also got one more, which is the water pump for the tap, which provides power to the tap on the 12-volt system. There's 3 lights in the roof. They're all independent, so once they're on, you can have one on or all 3 on. They all turn off individually on the actual light itself. There's a little push button on that, so that's good. Going inside, like I said, what you've got there is you've got your 240 hookup coming through to a full circuit breaker onto that. Then that goes to a 240 volts white sockets at the top. One is plugged into the cooker, but that's just for the hob. That's just for the igniter to ignite the gas. But obviously, if you was off grid, you just have to use a clicker lighter, and you wouldn't have that. It wouldn't be on 240. And then you've got another spare 240 volt socket above it for anything that you need, as well as the 3 sockets on the pull-out socket as well. So you've got 4 240 sockets, or plenty of sockets. There's a 3000 watt inverter at the bottom there, and basically that is the black switch there is for the fridge. You've got a voltmeter on it, you've got a twin USB on it, you've got a 12 volt socket and an on and off switch. I'll just turn that on. When that's on now, if you want your fridge on 12 volt, there's 2 leads in the fridge, one's 240 and one's 12, so you'd plug it into there, so you're totally off grid on 12 volt, or you'd plug it into there. Sorry, you'd plug it into that white socket there if you was on a hookup for 240, so it's whatever you prefer really. That is for your 3-way socket pull out. That can go into the inverter off grid, or can go into the white socket on 240, so you totally, choice is yours. Just turn this off. Okay, I'll stop it there and then do a bit more. Okay, back round to the passenger side sliding door opening now. Just to explain, you've got your rock and roll bed there. There's a bench that I've built, and I'll explain all that shortly, which comes down to there, which can also be used as an extra seat for the table. Now, I haven't mentioned it yet, I will do it and film it, but the twin seat at the front the double seat, I fitted a swivel base to the bottom, so that will turn around and face into the camper van as well when camping. You've got your table there with your rail that can be moved in different positions and everything like that. Like I've already shown you, all the sink and hob and everything. Your top locker there with access with that door. There are all your lights in the roof, like we explained. And you've got 3 lockers at the bottom. Obviously there is like the gas locker behind there and the fridge and everything, but there still is quite a lot of storage in that end one there. I'm going to film it with the rock and roll bed down and explain, and I'll film it with the swivel seat turn around as well. Okay everybody, I'll just explain. I've just put the rock and roll bed down. So it's a bit awkward to film. I just wanted to explain what I've done is the bench that I put down on the passenger side there, as you can see, that acts as another seat when the table's up. The reason I've done that is it extends the rock and roll bed on the width side of things. So instead of having a smaller slimline rock and roll bed, you have a really big size bed on the width. So it's perfect for 2 people, because that obviously bench forms the bed now that the rock and roll bed's down. The only other thing I can think of that I've got to film is swap the double seat round at the front to face the rear for the camping mode, and then I'll just quickly film that and then add it on. Thank you. Okay, this is the last part of the video. Basically, this is just to show you the side windows open on that. It's the same on the other side as well. I'll just open the door. Now, I've left the rock and roll bed down for the moment, but just to show you the actual double seat at the front, which is on a swivel base. A bit close. I've swiveled that now facing camping side, so it's facing the back of the van, and when driving you can turn it back round the other way, obviously. And that's about everything. If anybody's got any questions whatsoever about how I did stuff and wants any advice, feel free to ask me or make any comments. The vehicle will be going up for sale very shortly on Auto Trader, so have a look. Thank you very much. Bye bye.